WCUB. Always a pleasure to talk to somebody who used to be a Green Bay Packer, or still is in some cases. It doesn't matter. I go way back to the 60s. I've been watching the Packers since I was a kid.
20s, whatever.
Maybe it does.
Hey, this is exciting for me, and I'm a Cowboy fan. This is even exciting for me, man.
Yeah, we got to turn up your mic, though, so I can't hear you, which is kind of odd for you. Here with us is Kabeer Gbaja-Biamila.
Close.
There, I got it.
Kabeer Gbaja-Biamila.
Kabeer Gbaja-Biamila.
There you go. He knows how to say it. Did you ever feel insulted by people who called you KGB because they couldn't say it right?
No. I'm very easy. You know, usually I know that that's usually a fan or whatever. So and if they want to know, I just teach them how to
say it.
I had to learn how to use my own name too. So.
By the end of the interview, maybe I'll.
Did the nickname KGB come from San Diego State? Is that a college thing?
Actually, my name was Kabeer Kaboom in college. He actually came from Mike Wall. He's an offensive lineman for the. He was an offensive lineman for the Packers when I came in, and they couldn't say my name, so this is KGB. So it just stuck from there. So.
For a lot of sports.
I like the Kaboom one. That's a good one too.
One thing, well, he was there, first of all, let's talk a little bit about people, maybe people don't know this, he was there for 9 years, a defensive end, worked alongside, I think, Reggie White for a while, didn't you?
No, Reggie was not here when I got there. I came in 2000, so Reggie was gone for maybe a year or two.
Oh, okay. Well, that name is the one that a lot of people would associate with the all-time sack leader, but it's not true. You are.
Yeah, I was very fortunate to break Reggie White's record. It was a goal that I had come into the league, and that was just something I just shot for, and I was able to break it while I was with the Packers. So
that's awesome. I could break his record. Just give me a couple of years in the league.
Can you even hold on to a football?
Hey, I was looking at his stats, and he had, I think, 3 or 4 consecutive seasons with 10+ sacks. That's hardcore.
Yeah,
that's
the odd part of it was, and I don't know why this happened. It's maybe because it's a popularity contest. I don't know. Maybe you can explain it, Kabeer. You went to the Pro Bowl 1 year in 2003. You actually had better seasons after that.
Yeah. Well, it is a I was the kind of guy that when I made my plays, I just kind of did my job, went back to the huddle. So I didn't really do any of the stuff to, I guess, dance a little bit, or I mean, most time when I got my sack, I guess no one even knew I got a sack except my teammates and the fans. So, but I didn't really do anything to draw attention to it, because I always believed that sacks was a team effort, So even though I'm the one that got credited, but I couldn't have done it with the guy next to me, or the DB's doing a great job in holding the receivers, or the quarterback is holding the ball longer.
There's always an assist.
So it's always, I always felt that even when I got it, that it was always a team effort. So I was just happy that we got the sack, and my offense can get back out there and score.
That's cool.
One thing even more devastating to anybody's offense is this statistics: 18 forced fumbles. When that happens, the ball changes hands a lot of times, and that's how many you had in your career.
Wow, I didn't know that.
That's some game-changing stuff right there.
Yeah,
I remember it. I watched every single one.
Every single one. Okay.
I always wonder how do you get a half a sack? 74.5 it says here.
2 guys in on the same sack.
Yep, 2 guys on the same sack. I can say I probably was cheated on a lot of those. I could have easily had 80, but some people fight for those sacks or whatever. So so if I fought a little bit harder, I could have had 90.
I was reading on some of your stats. You get 1 interception, right? I bet you vividly remember that one.
Yes, I remember that. It was against Chicago Bears. It was in Champaign, Illinois. This is when they were doing the remodeling of the Soldier Field.
Okay.
So it was Monday Night Football. Joe Johnson
national platform.
hit the quarterback. The quarterback ended up throwing the ball, popped up in the air, caught it, never forget it. Caught it, ran 72 yards. I was very worn out. Brett jumping on me and everything, but it was crazy.
Defensive ends aren't supposed to run that far.
Yeah, they're not. Well, I was running. I mean, I did not look back, and it was crazy because that night, it was a Monday night game, so that morning, I was just watching the NFL films, and I remember seeing that guy, I think it was Lett from Dallas or somebody, or Don Beebe came and...
knocked it out of Leon Letts.
Yeah. So, and I remember I said, man, if I'm ever in that situation, I would just keep on running, and guess what? That's exactly... I had an opportunity. I said, this is my moment. I kept seeing the screen. I said, no one's behind me, and I just kept running.
Beebe came out of nowhere.
Yeah. So. Just make sure you don't go past the goal line.
Yeah, exactly.
End up in the locker room.
He had a brother that played in the NFL.
He played in the NFL too for 5 years.
Yeah.
Now he's a color commentator for I don't know. He was working at CBS, but I think he got another gig, but he's still in the
Sports broadcasting.
broadcasting industry.
One thing you got to do, and I think, Kabeer, you can certainly acknowledge this fact, before you can play professional football or do anything well, you have to be in good shape.
Oh, most definitely. You have to be in awesome shape, because usually the guy that's in the fit. I mean, usually you got to be in fit, because if you're not, then the next guy will, he's going to end up beating. That's how I wore out a lot of my opponents. If I had more endurance towards the end, that's where I was able to get the sack, because I just kind of wore him out, and eventually was able to beat my opponent.
The conditioning's huge.
Yes,
yeah,
huge.
60-minute game, and you've got to play all of them.
Yes, well, it feels like it.
That's bad. And that brings us to this book, I guess. I don't know if you used this while you were a Packer, or if the Packers themselves actually use pieces of this or not. The book is called Wild Workout Powerflex.
Mm-hmm.
Bring out the animal in you.
It does bring out the animal in you.
And this is the thing that's interesting to me about this workout book is that it doesn't really involve any weightlifting. Some of the stuff that you usually think about when you're trying to get in shape, it bypasses or doesn't talk about. It uses other techniques.
Actually, I'm at the Forysteks. Obviously, Jim here is my pastor, and one day I went to church, but even before that, my dad moved in with me, so that's kind of what I've been doing with my time now. So I'm kind of in the sandwich generation, where you're taking care of your elderly parent, and we got 5 young kids that we're raising up to under the age of 8. And so you can imagine, you can do the math there. So anyway, I was trying to get my dad to do this workout, because one of the things about having Parkinson's disease, my dad has been battling Parkinson's disease for 15 years, and I was trying to get him to do all my football workouts. I say, Dad, come on. He said, you're trying to kill me. I'm not a football player. I said, well, Dad, it's all mental, and I'm like trying to push him, because they kept on encouraging workout, and I'm like, I can't get my dad to do any of these workouts. I was trying to even give him like 5 pounds. I'm like, come on, 5 pounds. You can do 5 pounds, right? And anyway, Pastor Jim came and asked me, he says, hey, you know something? Maybe I can come over and help your dad work out. Now, before this whole workout stuff came in, when my dad moved in, it was really bad. My dad couldn't get from point A to point B without help. If he didn't have his medicine, I literally had to wake up 8 times a day, 8 to 12 times a night, in the middle of the night, every hour, literally wake up, go to bed, wake up. He was calling me, and to pull him out of bed, pick him up, help him to pull his pants down so he can use the restroom, put him back, literally, and then by the time that was a 30-minute process, then I'll go back to bed. Within 30 minutes, he's calling me again. And I'm telling you, I was like,
wow, that is draining.
I was like, I don't know what to do here. I didn't know it was this hard.
Yeah.
So Pastor Jim came over, and we always just said, Jim, the trainer's coming. He came in, and he got my dad on this workout. And ever since my dad's been on this workout, you wouldn't even believe. He hasn't called. He'll wake me up at night to wake him up. Even before he takes his medicine, he doesn't even have to. He can get himself up, because
that much of a change.
Oh
really?
My goodness, tremendously. He can go up. We have three stories, and he's able to walk all 3 stories. Before, he always had to take the elevator, but now he's able to walk, play with the grandkids, help me to move a ping pong table. He is. I've seen everybody says, man, you can tell the difference in your dad. So this is why I'm a big believer in this workout, because of how it's helped my dad so much, and it's helped me, indirectly, just because of the fact that my dad doesn't need me as much.
And this is from this workout right here, the Wild Workout. Okay, so obviously that's why you would have no problem writing the book.
No, trust me, I get sleep. That's why I can talk to you right. Yeah. Even the fact that I'm here right now, my dad doesn't take his meds until 8. We had to leave at 7 to get here to talk to you guys.
Right.
I can leave my dad by himself. Before
there's no way.
I couldn't even leave, because I could be in a meeting and my dad is calling me just to get him out of the chair so he can go use the restroom. Now he's able to do that on his own now because of this workout.
That's fantastic. Did we introduce these guys?
Yes, that's what I was thinking. Jim Forysteks, first of all. That's Pastor Jim. We're going to find out what he called that, by the way.
I don't really tell anybody.
It's
just Jim. It's Jim.
That's your son, Jimmy.
This is my son, Jimmy.
That's his son, Scott Baio. Is it okay if I say you look like Scott Baio? When they came in, I almost went out and got an autograph.
And actually, the way that we actually met Kabeer is my son, Jimmy, played on Liberty University's football team with Sam Congato. And when Jimmy went there, this is when my kids were growing up, they wanted a way to work out. My dad and my grandfather both were in the military. They never used weights, never used equipment, and they just were strong. And it just hit me one day, what exactly do the animals do to stay in shape? I mean, they don't have any weights, they don't have any equipment. And so I just put together a program based on their movements. And I trained my children when they wanted to get in sports. So when Jimmy went to Liberty University, they just got the strength coach, who's he's the world record holder for the bench press, Bill Gillespie. He came from the Seattle Seahawks to the Liberty Flames, and he said, I'm going to put the entire team through a test, and nobody's going to endure this test. And Sam Congato was there. And Jimmy walked on as a freshman, went through the test, this last man standing, and I'm happy to say that Jimmy was the last man standing based only on this workout. And as a matter of fact, Sam Congato didn't like Jimmy for quite some time because he was just leaving, and Jimmy just came in as a freshman, didn't spend any time in a weight room, and he beat everybody on the team. And he did all 4 years. And the amazing thing is, the first time ever that they won the national championship for Liberty University was when my son Jimmy was there as their wide receiver. And first time in 31 years. And even the strength coach implies a lot of these workouts here now, along with the Liberty Flames, with the running and stuff like that. And so whether you're old, whether you're a senior citizen, or whether you're looking to get into sports and you're a teenager and you want to make the team or get into college ranks, this workout based on the animals will blow your mind. No weights, no equipment needed.
That's pretty unconventional. You want to describe that a little bit? Maybe Jimmy can do that, because you actually did this.
It's a total body workout.
Sure,
right?
yeah, it's a
But
total.
with no weights.
It's a total body workout, but in a place where you use the weights, you use your own body's natural energy and resistance. There's different body weight exercises. Is what they're called self-resistance exercises. So like, you're putting one part of your body resistance against the other part of your body, and a lot of times you can get a better workout than you can with weights, because with weights you're putting all your resistance into that bar, but with these exercises you use your own body to provide all the resistance. So while you may be directly working your right arm bicep, you're also working parts of your left arm, and it's just a great circuit to complete to give you the full energy and endurance you need. And it's a step-by-step program. It's mywildworkout.com. And I know we also put a special program on there for all the listeners this morning. If you want to put a coupon code WCUB to save 20% off, that's mywildworkout.com. But it's a great workout program based all upon the principles of the animals, and you can, from the chest to the abs to the back to the spine to the legs to the arms and shoulders and to the speed, energy, endurance running program. It has everything a young athlete wanting to get in sports would need, but it has everything someone, whether someone's overweight and maybe in their 40s or their 50s, and they just want to get their body back and get back into health and fitness. This is a great way for anybody to do it, and you can do it right at home, and you don't need any special equipment.
Okay, now you got the pecs here, you got the abs going, all that stuff. You did this all with no weights?
Right.
Really?
Yep. The results you see in the book, I know you can see the results on the website too. That's all done without any weights, just by the exercises in the book, with the routines in the book. I know a lot of people, even if they go to the gym, they don't really know a good routine to do. They might do the bench press and the squat, and they go home, they don't get any good results. And they say, hey, well, why didn't they get good results? Because you have to have a good routine no matter what kind of exercises you're doing. And in the back of our book, we have 20 full pages of routines. You can pick which one you like. If you want to work out 6 days a week, you want to work out 3 days a week, you want to go 4, we got an abs and cardio routine. We got a full body workout routine covering your head to your toes, speed, energy, endurance, which is great for athletes, great for young kids looking to get involved in the sports. And we have all that in the routine section, and it explains in the routine section 3 different approaches of how to attack your workouts to get the best results of what you're looking for. And whether you're older, just looking to get a healthy physique, or whether you're looking to get an explosive, buff, ripped physique like you'll see it, like me and my brothers in the book, you can have that too.
Dean said he loves the pictures. See, what'd you say this morning? You said this is the best thing you've seen since Playgirl or something like that?
And the good thing is, it's not only for guys. Wild Workout Powerflex is for the guys, but my daughters also have their own book out. It's called Wild Workout Beautyflex. And it's for the women. If you want to get in shape, if you want to look like dynamite, or just be healthy and get along with what you're doing, it's the same principle involved with the animals and the repetitions and using your own body weight and stuff like that to get a good physique.
You guys going to try to present this to any professional football team?
Well, we figure with Kabeer on our side, he's the best there is.
The beauty about this workout, and I'm going to start trying to do this myself, because now that I see if you can imagine, I don't know if you know anybody with Parkinson's disease, but he was very stiff, and to see him have to work you know, just the energy and how everything's working. Now he can do, I mean, they have this thing called the eagle, and the eagle is basically you come across and you put your one hand's pressing, the other one's keeping it down, and that's one of the workouts that my dad, I know that's one of the main ones they do. When he moves up in his bed, that's what he does. He does the eagle. He pulls himself up. I mean, this is stuff that my dad is doing.
Could not do before.
Yeah, and one thing about weights that I would say that I can experience is it does put a lot of pressure on your joints and stuff like that. So as I'm getting older, I'm so used to doing it that it's kind of, I said, let me just see how this works out. So now I'm like saying, I gotta find, I can't keep doing this. I'm not young anymore, you know. So, but doing this and knowing that I can still maintain my physique and my body. This is a good. This is going to be great, and even for those people who can't even afford to get a membership at a gym or whatever, you can do this brushing your teeth. I mean, just some of the things that you can do squats, or when you're watching TV when you're in the middle of a commercial or something. That's basically how long it takes.
Well, see, I was going to say, equipment-wise, you don't need a whole lot.
You don't need none. You need your body.
See, I work out like 5 days a week at the YMCA, but we're about to go to Disney World, and I'm not going to have a gym there.
See, this is perfect.
So this would be ideal.
Perfect for traveling people, perfect for people that are on the go. When you go up north to your cabin, this is perfect to bring along with you. And another thing is great for deer hunters. I know this state has 700,000 deer hunters in it. And the number one cause of death during deer season isn't getting shot. It's actually people dying of a heart attack while they're walking in the woods. And there's so many easy exercises in here along with the other exercises. You can hand pick and choose the ones that you feel comfortable doing, and you won't be a statistic come deer hunting season. And this is a total workout, whether you're young, whether you're old, whether you're looking to get fit, or whether you're looking to win trophies. All of these people in the book are worked out this way. Now in the Powerflex book, all three of my sons are trophy winners. Jimmy, of course, has his big championship ring from the Big South Championship. My youngest son, Jed, on the cover, he helped their high school do something they've never done before. He helped them win their tennis championship for state. They never did that before. My other son, John, on there, he won a bodybuilding trophy when he's only 15, going against guys that were on steroids and all this other nonsense. He blew them away and had a standing ovation.
Awesome.
And that's another thing about kids nowadays. You take a look at people wanting to get into football. You take a look at people wanting to get into sports. They think that the remedy is now going on steroids. And with all these baseball players and with all these wrestlers like Chris Benoit, I mean, my goodness, they come home and they see these people go nuts on steroids, and they think, well, maybe I can try it and a little bit control it more than they did, but they can't. They end up dying of heart attacks, having road rage, I mean, and high blood pressure and blowing out aneurysms because of the force of the blood smallening the arteries in the heart from the steroids. It's just a freakish thing. If you have a workout, your body is the most awesome invention God ever created. It builds itself, it heals itself, it repairs itself. It has a built-in heating system, a built-in cooling system. It's got an electrical power plant going up and down the spine that brings movement to every area of your body. Your central processing unit of the human brain outdoes any computer on the planet. And your body is awesome, and if you give it the right set of instructions, you can develop yourself in a very short amount of time. Now, a lot of people think it takes a year to get in shape. A lot of people think it takes 6 months to get into shape. A lot of people think it takes equipment and a lot of money. I'll tell you what, you can see a result and a difference in your physique in 5 days, believe it or not, 5 days by just a simple different routines you put in there. And let me just give anybody listening just a real quick one where you don't even need the book. If for 5 days when your favorite television show comes on, you just during that commercial, you do 10 push-ups and 10 sit-ups. That's 150 of each per week. Go around the block once a night. You're doing 5 miles, 150 push-ups, 150 sit-ups, just during one commercial of your favorite show. You'd have an awesome body in a week. You'd see a difference.
It's unbelievable. This is an amazing book, Wild Workout Powerflex. Where can people get this?
You should be a motivational speaker, dude. I can listen to you all day, man.
That's because I've been listening to Kabeer. He's the motivation.
It's www.mywildworkout.com. And like I said before, we're also offering a special for, we have some books to give away. I know you're going to give them away on the air and on your website as well.
That's right.
But also,
and they're autographed by Kabeer.
They're autographed by Kabeer, but also for everybody listening today, if you want a special deal, we have a special on our website. A coupon code is WCUB to save an additional 20% off. Powerflex is already 25% off right now. You get an additional 20% off that if you enter the coupon code WCUB, and that's at mywildworkout.com. And you can also go there and read more about about it and see result pictures and stuff like that. So if you're
It's also available on Amazon and Barnes and Noble.
Amazon, Barnes and
We'll give
Noble.
you a better deal for
you'll get the
Powerflex
best
and
deal
Beautyflex.
with the coupon
And I
codes coming.
think people won't be disappointed when they get this book. It's like you said, you don't have to. People get discouraged because they say, well, I gotta have weights, I gotta have this. You don't. All you need is your body. If you have a body, come on. And even if you have half a body, like my dad could do most of his workouts sitting down. He started off sitting down. To the point now he's standing up. To the point now he's doing push-ups. I mean, my dad. I mean, he's 270 pounds doing sit. I think he's lost weight because of the workout now. But I mean, he's doing sit-ups. I mean, you guys have to understand that this changed my life on what I do with my dad. Because now everything he needs to do to get out of bed, he can sit up on his own. He can roll out. So anyway, I just want to encourage people.
That's fantastic.
Check out the websites that you've been told, and check out this book. It sounds like a pretty interesting, in fact, amazing book, I think.
I'd like to publicly recant my Scott Baio comparison. Adrian Brody. You had to have heard that. Okay, all right.
Thanks, guys, for stopping in. It's been a pleasure meeting all of you.
Absolutely. Yeah,
Thank you.
Honor meeting you.
Thank you. Thanks for having us.
Kabeer Gbaja-Biamila, KGB they call him, and Jim Forysteks and his son Jimmy, our guest here in the studios of the Breakfast Club on this Wednesday morning.
Great book, guys.
degrees
Thanks a lot.
and sunny out there right now. Got to get up.